This is DJ Ken, Mr. Old School and Blues.
This hype man DJ KJ, and right now you listen to Sip and Talk with my girl Michelle Davis. Whoa!
Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Thank you guys for tuning in to Sip and Talk. Well, I definitely appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. You guys know my motto. Go grab your favorite beverages, come back, sit down, kick off your shoes, and relax, and get ready to talk with Miss Sip and Talk tonight. You guys, tonight we have an amazing guest on here tonight, and I'm so excited that he's on here with me tonight. I am so excited to have this guy. And you guys, let me tell you, this guy is amazing in Southern Soul. He's not new to the game. He's old to the game. So I know he's going to kill me for calling him old to the game, but he's not old. But he is definitely seasoned in Southern Soul. So you guys, we're going to come on in with Mr. Theo Huff tonight, you guys. Mr. Theo Huff.
How you doing, Mr. Talk? How you doing?
What's going on, Theo Huff? How are you doing tonight?
I'm gonna say it like my grandmother used to say, I'm doing terribly well, baby. Terribly well.
Theo, I don't know what to expect from you when you come on my show. I do not know what to expect from you at all. Like, seriously, I don't be knowing what to expect from you. How's everything going with you tonight?
Oh, I'm just taking one day at a time. Thanking God for his blessings and mercy. Give me another day. Because there's a lot of people who haven't made it. So I'm just taking it one day at a time.
Listen, Theo, you know I've been excited to get you on Sip and Talk. You know I've been excited to get you on here. Last time when I was doing Sip and Talk, what was that about? Gosh, Theo, has it been about 5 or 6 years ago when you were on here?
It's been a minute.
So I know you got some exciting stuff to talk to me about and tell me what's going on in Theo Huff world. Because you know I'm fixing to ask what's going on in Mr. Huff world.
Go ahead, lay it on me.
Theo, you and I have been friends how long now?
I would say about 8 years, going on 9.
8 or 9 years, and you have been the most consistent friend. Like, you are always the same. You don't change. I've never heard a bad word about you in Southern Soul, anything. And you've always been that go-to friend that a woman can come and tell all their secrets to Theo Huff, and it's not going nowhere. Maybe in a song. He's gonna write a song about you.
Yeah. Well, you got to do that. You know, life is a song worth singing. That's like Teddy Pendergrass said. You got to sing it because you never know who else might be going through the same thing you going through, and you might be able to help the next person and prevent them to make the same mistakes from making the same mistakes you made. So it's like music is very therapeutic. You know, it helps people.
It does. I constantly say music is definitely food for your soul. And I don't care what you're going through, you get some good music and it definitely helps you through that situation. You forget about what you're going through. But Theo Huff, you know we got to break it down. First of all, you got to tell the people where you originally from.
Well, you know, I'm a young brother from the west side of Chicago, where the hometown of what the late great the late great Otis Clay, Bishop Don Juan, Tyrone Davis, second home because he was originally born from down south. It's a lot of great people came out of Chicago.
So Theo, you know I'm going to hit you with this.
Because
we talk about this and it's so, to hear your story, how you came up in this game, you got to give us a little history about you and how did you get started and what was the age that you started doing and singing Southern Soul?
Oh, wow. Man. Well, it started off in church though. You know, I was 5 years old singing in church. I didn't take it serious at the time. My mother saw something in me that I didn't see in myself at the time. A lot of people say I got a very strong mother. She didn't play a lot of stuff, so you know she was very with me. You know what I'm saying? So, make a long story short, she was my motivator. She was my pusher. She the one that helped me get to the next level when it came down to being disciplined in the music. Uh, when I turned 13 years old, I was going to Western House Career Academy High School at the time, and my music teacher, his name was Jimmy Tillman Sr. Uh, and he well rooted in the music game. He played for Jimmy Reed. He played for Tyrone Davis. He played for a lot of people in the game. That came from Brunswick Record Company and Chess Records as well. So uh, he took me under his wings, started showing me different things about the business, what songs to learn, and how to work the stage. Then he turned me on to the Black Summer Theater, which is my godmother is the founder, Jackie Taylor. She played in the movie Cooley High, Hoodlums, Barbershop 1, 2, list go on and on. And I was just around good company and good vibe people that taught me the game.
So you got you because you got a strong mentor. So
hmm
who are some of your mentors that mentored you in the game and taught you something? Because you didn't mention that name yet, but I'm waiting for you to mention.
Well, starting off at the age of 14, 15, I had people like Cicero Blake, Otis Clay, Audie Blues Boy White, Bobby Rush. Them was my mentors, the older fellas. As I got older, in my 20s, early 30s that I am now, it was a few people that mentored me now, like Willie Clayton, the living legend Willie Clayton, and some other cats in the game. Willie Henderson, from the one that did the horn arrangements for Tyrone Davis. Can I change my mind? Turn back the hands of time. Woman need to be loved. So I was just blessed to get the originality, the real cats, the real cats. That say, hey, I would love to work with this brother, and they saw something in me, and they still give me advice to this day.
So Theo, what do you think? Because you have been in this game for a long time,
Mm,
and you have seen Southern Soul change. I'm sure in a big way this time. I mean, I'm sure you've seen the levels that it has changed to. So
mm.
with you starting in this at 14 years old, and you're now, I ain't gonna tell your age because I know your age, but so you're now in the mature age.
Mm.
What do you think of Southern Soul now? What do you think about it?
Well, in Southern Soul now compared to when it first started, like when it first started, you had Floyd Taylor, you had Sir Charles Jones, you had TK Soul. They was pretty much rooted from the cats like Johnny Taylor, Tyrone Davis area. But now it's a different uh, era. Now you got the J1s and stuff like that, and comedians, they even starting singing now, So it's like it's different. It's more like more gimmick stuff now compared to back in the day.
We treading real lightly with that one because I already just seen the post with Uncle Daddy. So y'all Southern Soul kind of being a little hard with Uncle Daddy.
Well, I put it like this, Uncle Daddy, I love what he do.
I do. I like the music.
Funny cat. I would love to work with him.
Yeah.
It's just I'm just letting you know how it allowed different people to get involved because at that time
Right.
you didn't have comedians singing and stuff. So now they breaking the barrels on things now.
And that's good because we're seeing a little bit, like I said, Uncle Daddy is breaking down some barriers in Southern Soul, which will make it easier for other artists like himself to
Mhm.
probably come through the door of Southern Soul as well. So I know I read his post, and I don't, and just being honest, I don't think he should look at it as a negative way. I think he should look at it in Southern Soul as changing some things. I mean, just like Bad News Williams have came into Southern Soul, and he's got his own genre of music going on and opening doors. So we're seeing a lot of Southern Soul opening the doors and welcoming these different different people with style coming in, versus it being so structured and tight with just one way of Southern Soul. So
Right.
I think it's a good thing and exciting to see happen, because now people can express themselves in a whole nother dynamic way than they could years ago, if that makes sense to anybody. You know, what do you think about that? The structure of it. I mean, do you think that there's people opening these doors and for other people to come along behind them and start new genre of musics?
Well, it's actually telling people no matter what you do, if you put your mind to it, you can do it. You can achieve it. In my book, failure is not an option. I don't even use the word can't. So, and a lot of people, eyesight, when they do stuff, I just feel that if you put your mind to it, you can do it. If you look at it as hard, it's gonna be hard. If you look at it in a positive way, you're gonna succeed. So that's how it is.
I want to take a minute and say hello to our guests, and thank you guys for tuning in and watching. We want to thank you guys so much, even to the international guests that is behind the scene watching. We want to thank you, those that we cannot see. We want to thank you, but the ones that I can see that's with us tonight. Thank you, Miss Roslyn. How are you doing, Miss Roslyn Mixcar? How are you? We have Bad News Williams with us tonight. What's going on, News? We have Lang, Mr. Lang Hopkins is in the house. Hi, Lang. How are you? Kim, what's going on, girlfriend? How you doing tonight? Let's see. Kimberly Gordon, how are you, baby, tonight? How you doing? Let's see who else. Deborah Jones, what's up, Deborah? How are you? Mr. R.T. Taylor, the mule man himself, is in the house. What's going on, Uncle? What's going on, Uncle Taylor? Y'all, that's my uncle. Let's see who else is in the house with us.
Deborah said I'm sleepy.
Deborah, wake up, honey. Don't be. We know it's past your bedtime. You ain't even supposed to be up. Listen, y'all know we want to thank Miss Deborah for being on here, and she gonna go to sleep because we ain't got her favorite artist on tonight. Hopefully, we will get Calvin Richardson on for you. I bet you'll stay awake. Listen, Theo, I gotta get you to sing a little bit of something. You know, I was gonna put you on the spot with me, but I got your music. But I want people to hear the authenticness in you with your voice, how you flow. I mean, it's amazing to me.
It's just nothing but it's God-given talent. It's no different from a person that walks up every day, wakes up every day and wash their hands. It's just God-given talent.
Well, I want to hear something. I'm gonna get you raw right quick, and then we're gonna go to commercial break. But give me a little something, because you good at making up stuff. I need a sip and talk intro. Can you give me one?
I'm here, chilling with me, sip and talk, yeah. Oh, I'm here, yeah. Chilling with Miss Sip and Talk, yeah. We having a good time. Now the conversation might blow your mind, yeah. Cause ain't no telling what she might say. No. Now she talk about things that happen every day. Cause I'm just chilling, yeah. Chilling with me, sip and talk, yeah. I'm chilling with Miss Sip and Talk, yeah. I'm chilling with Miss Sip and Talk tonight, yeah.
Now listen, Theo. Listen, you better remember that song because I need that as my intro. Don't forget it. You guys see, this is the reason I love Theo Huff. Theo is just authentic and he's just himself. So listen, we're gonna take a quick commercial break and come back because we got more Mr. Theo Huff and we fixing to get down in it. So y'all come back with your beverages. Go get your refills. Come on back and get comfortable. We'll be back in a minute.
Sunday, April 9th, HIO Entertainment presents Easter Weekend, Huntsville, Alabama, Southern Soul Blues Concert and After Party, happening at Club Envy, 200 Oakwood Avenue in Huntsville, Alabama, with performances by Westlove,
I need you listening.
Stan Butler, Jason A, M. Callie, R.T. Taylor, a.k.a. The Mule Man, Cadillac Man, News Williams, hosted by Miss Sip and Talk with co-hosts DJ OJ. And DJ Charlie Hustle will be on crowd control. And don't miss the after party with Chicago's very own Theo Huff. Tickets also available on Eventbrite. Doors open at 6 p.m. Showtime starts at 8. For more information, call 256-276-9164. See you there.
Just my luck, yeah, that you will leave me at a time like this. It's just my luck.
Welcome back, you guys. Welcome back. I hope that was, you guys got your refreshments, drinks. You come back with your shoes kicked off because it's on and popping, you guys. Theo, Mr. Theo Huff is with us in the house tonight. The one and only Theo Huff. Theo, you got to tell me what you're working on, man. What can we expect from Theo? What's going on with Theo Huff?
Well, I'm working on some stuff. I'm working on some good stuff. You know, I'm working on some good shows coming up later on this year. It's something. I'm gonna give you a hint. I'm working on some magic. I'm working on history. Matter of fact,
Okay.
with someone that a lot of people compare me to, and it's a blessing to be able to have somebody to take you under their wings also, and show you some things that you need to learn in the game. But also, I'm grateful, and I'm in the studio working on some good stuff.
Mr. R.T. Taylor said he liked that style, bro.
Mr. IT, I appreciate you, big brother. I appreciate that so much.
Listen, Theo, you have been working on some extremely good music, and you have a lot of great music in your portfolio. You know me and you. I'm always on Theo Huff for y'all about this music, and I think he thinks I'm the little big sister that be get it, Theo. So you released this new "Just My Luck" single, and before we play a little bit of before we play the song and let the people hear it, how did you come up with this song? Who all helped and worked with you on this song?
Well, it's how we came up with it. We was trying to give back to the history of our music, our culture. The late great Tyrone Davis. We feel that when you go to unsung, you look it up. Everybody got an unsung except for Tyrone Davis.
Oh yes,
So
yeah.
we felt that we should promote his legacy. So I'm doing a tribute to the late great Tyrone Davis, and by this song it's called "Just My Luck." And I have the original producer that produced him is produced me on this song. So it's a blessing to be able to be in the lab and do it.
And you also got one of the great Tyrone Davis band behind you, correct?
Most definitely got the platinum band. Got the
Original band, right?
original band. The matter of fact, Hollywood Scott. We got Man. We got the original cats still around. A few of them has passed and gone, but the ones that's still here, we still ticking. We still doing it.
And you have a style about yourself that you have not changed. And can you explain that? Because I think that means a lot right now. The way when you perform, you have a style about yourself.
Well, with me, it's you got to be true to yourself. If you're gonna be yourself, be yourself. A lot of people try to look at other people what they're doing and try to imitate what they're doing on their style and stuff. The whole thing about being an artist or bringing creativity to what you do is you might get something from this person, but make it as your own.
Right.
Like head and style that I wear, it's all me. It's been me since I've been a teenager. So it's all about how can you be different from everybody else? How can you stand out from everybody else?
Exactly.
And you
Exactly.
don't do that is about being yourself.
So have people tried to get you to change your image, change it up, or when
Most
you?
definitely, most definitely. They'd be like, Theo, won't you try some jeans on stage? I tell them I don't like them tight jeans, because I move around a lot on stage. I need some room to wiggle down there. I'm just saying. But my main thing is I like to be comfortable when working. And
Right.
that's when you work on your job, you want to be comfortable so you could be able to deliver the best way you know how. So I just feel the same way.
And that's even about your shows. I've noticed about your shows that you are very particular how you do your shows.
Yeah.
And you still, to me, you still coming with that great Johnny Taylor style, that great Tyrone Davis, that great Marvin C style. You are really giving the people and making us feel like we paid good money for a great show. And that's what you still bring to us in Southern Soul. And I definitely appreciate you for that. So it has anyone said, Theo, you changed the show up, change the way you doing this show or how you perform. Do you have that, any of that come to you?
Actually, I have people in the audience that look at my shows and tell me what I can critique on this, and I'll be open minded to it. But it'd be certain things that you gotta keep in the show because if you take it out, then people are like, we want to hear this, we want to hear that. So it's just some things that is mandatory to keep in the show because that's what the people pay to come and see you do.
Exactly. Exactly.
The I just feel that I'm constantly uh, trying to enhance my stage presence. I'm constantly trying to enhance or get better within my studio work and stuff like that, so I can be the best that I can be. I'm never satisfied uh, when it come down to looking at myself on performing. It's just like Michael Jordan when he hit the court. He always felt like he can do better.
Right. Right.
And in this game, you got to feel like that because when that time comes when you have to hang it up, you don't want to have no regrets. So that's how I look at it.
Well, let me ask you this question too, because I noticed that you are very, very well known in the Illinois area. And then you got some areas in Alabama that you have been in, but you are not as strong in the South areas. And do you know why not? I mean, because you are an awesome singer. What's the reason for that? What's the holdup?
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Let's be honest.
A lot of people say, "Hey Theo, you cost too much."
Hmm.
I don't feel that I cost too much. It's just I believe in giving people a quality show. And what that means is people is so used to track shows, but we gotta go back to the drawing board. What about the live creativity of bands? What about when they were stepping and stuff like Morris Day when they did? That's real entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So if you want quality, sometimes you got to pay for quality. You know, and with me, I just sometimes I refuse. If I feel if I can't give you my all, I'd rather not do it at all. Because
Exactly.
when somebody hired Theo Huff on that show, I'm not only representing myself, I'm representing the person that brought me there too.
Exactly. So, do you think the shows that we're doing right now, because we're doing a lot of track shows, and me personally, I know out in the Memphis area, I've been seeing a lot more of band shows done now. It's not as much as done in the south of this area of Alabama as it is in the Memphis and the Mississippi area, because they're actually getting out of doing a lot of tracks and getting into the band shows. Do you think the quality of a band show versus a track show would make prices any difference? Because they high already. The tracks are high.
I feel this. If a person want to see a track show, uh, it's the same way if you going and putting a CD or thumb drive in your dining room and somebody singing in the dining room to me. Because you got to stick to the script. You can't break it down. You can't mess with the audience like you really want to, unless you got your track set up for that. Now, the thing is about it with a live band, for example, I vibe off my crowd. So if my crowd will say, hey, Theo, can you sing Sundown by Johnny Taylor? Hey, I ain't got that on my track. So I'm going to say, hey, fellas, hey, play me this, and then we can be able to deliver right on the spot. Because when Theo Huff performs, he performs for the people. He giving the people what they want. You know what I'm saying? You got to get the people out what they want. So you got to sing for the people. You know what I'm saying? And the track shows, it gets you very limited. So when you come to a Theo Huff show, it's like you coming to a party. Ain't no telling what I might sing. I might sing
Exactly.
some Charlie Wilson. I might sing some house music. I might sing some blues. Like down home. Ain't no telling when I got a band.
And see that's what we have to get to. Queen Danae said you might as well go ahead and tell the truth. She said when she moved to Texas, the South don't like to pay.
They
So
don't.
Queen said they don't like to pay down here. So do you agree?
I agree. Now let's think about it. Let's turn back the hands of time. Let's turn the clock.
Okay, let's
What
turn.
they was doing, how was they was paying the artists back in the day when they was bringing their band? How was they was playing Lil Milton? How would they was paying these cats to bring their band back in the day? They had real promoters really at that time, because when a person puts you on the show, they promoting your music on the radio. They doing everything they should be doing. They not asking the artist to sell no tickets. They not doing that. They got your money when you come in the door in the envelope. You ain't got to chase nobody for your money. Hey man, I'm coming. They ain't lying about getting your flight tickets either. They ain't picking up the phone on you every time you call them trying to conduct business. So my main thing is, I put it like this: the promoters back in the day, they was real promoters, and I love my promoters today too. And ain't got nothing against them, but some of them they be trying to be promoters knowing they ain't got the money. It take money to make money.
Exactly.
Don't
Exactly.
try to get a quality show when you ain't got quality money.
You ain't got the money. And that happens so often with promoters. And want to put a show together, a low budget show, and then they want that high dollar on there. And then once that happens and it don't work out, then they're pissed at everybody. Everybody mad. But you can't do it if you don't have any money to play with. I suggest don't promote. Don't even do the show. If you
Yeah,
don't have any money to play with, because it costs, when you budget it in to promote a show, you budget it in your event, where you have the place you having your event at. You budgeting in DJs. You budgeting in the budget for your artists. You're budgeting in your advertisements. You all of security if you have to have it. All of that has to be in a budget. But now people want to just say, "Well, I got $10,000," and they think $10,000 will run a whole show. But I got 10,000. I want to make 30,000 back. How in the hell do you do that? And what do they do to that? Then they want. Then they. It's a lot because you know.
And the only way it can happen if they're a heavy draw. Like, for example, Tucker could throw his own shows on and make money back like that. You know what I'm saying? He might put Fat Daddy on the show, a couple of artists, but he can make his money back because he know what he's worth. He knows that how many people he can draw in that area. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it can happen. But the thing is, what I'm saying is, people got to get back to the realness of this music game.
The authenticness of it. Yes.
Stop fooling your people, man. If you want to give a people the quality show, bring the bands back. You know what I'm saying? You cheating your peoples. Get the people what they want.
Exactly. I definitely agree. I definitely agree with you on that because right now we're in the South. I'm here in Alabama, so they're going with what they getting, and they're okay with that because that's all they see. But when you go back to the authenticness of actually putting on a show with the band, with the live band, and they get a chance to start experiencing that, they're going to want anything else other than a band show. So right now, people are accepting what they see and what they're getting, and they're just glad to get a little something. So they're paying this money, and they don't realize that you're getting jacked because by the time they jump up there on the track show and skip around and oversing the track and skip around on 2 or 3 songs and jump off the stage, $8,000 they've been made for 2-3 minutes. You know, it's crazy. And the people is not getting anything they want, but they're just glad that they made it to a show and seen some of the people that they actually are fans of.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't got nothing against nobody making their money. Make your money. That's why we in this game for, to make your money because we love what we do. But if somebody pay me 20, 25,000, I'm gonna have an orchestra up on stage. I'm gonna have 10 pieces, including background singers. And I'm gonna get the people what they want. I'm gonna bring that energy on stage, like James Brown used to perform, like Joe Tex used to do. We got to get back to the realness of this music game because they don't know. They don't know. Some of these cats don't even know any better because it's no artist development program like it used to be when it was back in the day, the Bronx record label, when they got them prepared for how to interview people and how to dress and how to conduct themselves on stage. Some people don't know. And I learned this from the older fellas, but I took what they taught me and mix it up for what's going on today. So the thing, we got to get back to the realness of this music game and stop cheating our fans. We got to.
Yeah. That's big. That's big to say. Queen Danae said, don't go so hard in on the people with tracks because let me see what she said. Hold on, let me get to Queen's comment. She said, now let's not go too hard on the tracks because a real performer can pull off a show with a track. Yes, Queen, I agree with that. A real performer, that's exactly what you said.
Yeah.
But is everybody a real performer? Question? Answers. The fans are dedicated to the way things are now. Exactly. It's the fans who want the TikTok artists. Exactly, Miss Queen. Queen is on it tonight, honey. And if you have not met Miss Queen Danae, I suggest you get to know Miss Queen Danae. She's also a Southern Soul artist. I won't even call her that. I'll call her a soul artist is what I'll call Queen. But she's got a song entitled Come Get Your Shit. So,
well, Queen, sweetheart, I'm not going against nobody with the tracks. I love some people. They can work. Some of these cats work better with tracks than a band. But what I'm saying is, if the DJ equipment go down in the middle of the show, is they gonna stop singing or they gonna keep on singing? Because I did a show before, and I did a track show as a promotion show, and the man's system went down, and I had to keep singing a cappella. Show had to still keep going because you see some cats, the track go down, they stop singing. But my
Exactly.
main thing is, once you love what you do, you're gonna keep doing what you're doing, baby. And that's just that simple, you
And
know.
Queen said she definitely agrees with you, but that's why they're called true performer, real performers. So
Mm,
you a real performer. She is. If anything should happen, they can actually still go ahead and bring the show on out. If anything should happen, I like
absolutely.
the live. So Miss Kim Smith says she likes a live band. Thank you, Miss Kim. Mr. RT Taylor had a question, was commenting on here, and let's see what he was saying. Let's see, Mr. RT Taylor. He said real talk. Real talk. And he definitely agrees with what you guys are saying tonight, that it does need to these people have gotten used to, and it goes back to, if you don't know better, you don't do better. So until they know better, they will want better. So
Absolutely.
and it will come. Alabama, we're a little slow. We always a little behind time, but we catch us up. We catch us up now. And I can say this because I'm an original citizen of Alabama. I've lived here all my life. So if anybody get mad at me talking about Alabama, I live here and I'm from here. So I think I can say that.
But you know
We
what, Sip and Talk?
always behind.
Not meaning to cut you off, but I love Alabama too, because that's where my dad is from. So I got people from Alabama, you know. So I love Alabama, you know. I love their hospitality. They,
Yes.
they cook. They can cook. You know what I'm saying? I mean, can get down.
I can burn in the kitchen. You know that, look, Miss Kim. So you are from Alabama, Miss Kim. Do you agree that we are a little more behind than other states and cities? Do you agree to that? Now, Mr. Theo Huff, I can burn in the kitchen. Now, I'm a cook. I just need somebody to eat. Theo.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little. So you do agree we're a little. We get, when we, by the time it comes to us, we excited. We thinking we own to something. Then we get somewhere and they already played and already heard. Like, what? We behind. But Theo, because you and I have this conversation all the time.
Mm.
What do you think the real true, not just you, they don't want to pay that money, but what do you really think the holdup is? Because I see a lot of jealousy when to me when I don't argue over Theo Huff so much. What do you think, Theo? Let's just be keeping 100.
Well, I think when you performing or when an artist is bringing something different that people love to the game, some people might get intimidated by that. But you got to do what God bless you to do, you know, because what God got for you, can't nobody take it away. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So, but my thing is, I strongly believe in giving people a quality show. Um, I love to support my artist friends, and I love what they do. I take notes from other artists as well, you know, because it's just like going to a basketball game. You learn from everybody. But the thing is, you got to love what you do, and you got to take pride in what you do. And we as like ministers, uh, we like preachers, but what we doing, we talking about our life on stage to the people that can help other people. So we have to be aware how we do things on stage, you know, because we role models out here, you know.
Supposed to be.
Yeah, it's a lot of people look up to us.
Mhm.
So we no longer belong to ourselves. We belong to the people.
Share the love and no room negativity. What Kim, Miss Kim, is that what was that you were trying to say to us? Miss Kim Smith, we thank you for being with us tonight. You know,
Hey,
Miss Yes, it's a ministry, my brother. That's right. Miss Queen said it is a ministry. Exactly what you're doing. It's a ministry. Hello, Mr. Sean. How are you tonight? You exactly right. This is a ministry. It's not easy. It's not an easy one because when you become a public figure, I think people kind of forget that we all have our own personal issues, but we can't display that because you're
Absolutely.
having to be this public figure, and that's what they look at. So it's
Mhm.
not easy doing what you guys do, and my hat goes off to every artist because getting on that stage, having to perform in front of a lot of people is not easy, and keeping the crowd entertained, it is not an easy job. So hat goes off. Writing songs, I know is not easy for you guys to do. And again, Theo, you actually write a lot of your materials. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. I write about what I go through, what I see other people go through. Um, it's funny that you said that. I could be in a conversation with someone and they could say something. I'd be like, hold on, say that again. And I end up, they give me an idea to write a whole song.
Right.
So it's nothing but God, that works through me when it comes down to music.
Miss Kim said there's room on the stage for everyone, and that you exactly right. There's no time for negativity. And even though, we often see or face or hear that behind the scenes, we're hoping that that gets better instead of so because you guys are public figures. Same way myself. When you take that stand to be in the public's eye, you now are carrying that hat over
Mm.
you. And we've got to realize that. We got to realize that now you are a public figure. So what you do does matter. How you act does matter. So you
Mm.
got fans that are definitely, you guys don't realize your music. So many people will meet you and tell you, hey Theo, hey Queen, hey Kim, hey News, whoever, hey Mr. Taylor, y'all music touched me. I was
Mm.
going through something and I played your music and it helped me through. And I know that's got to be an amazing feeling to get and hear from artists, hear
Yeah.
from fans doing that.
And you know what, Miss Sip and Talk, you are absolutely right. It was a young lady, she reached out to me about a good 8 months ago. And she said, Theo, I want to thank you. I say, for what, ma'am? She said, because you helped my husband straighten up. I'm like, what he was doing? He was staying out all night. He said, but when he heard that let me come back home and I put him out, he was begging to come back in. And all he did was play that let me come back home. He was begging, please. I say, what? I say, yeah, I accept him back in. I say, well, congratulations. And it made me feel some type of way in a positive way.
I'm
Uh,
sure. I'm sure.
so it's a blessing to be a blessing to others.
Yeah, definitely. And I know that's got to be an amazing feeling to even have that. It's a confirmation. Miss Queen Danae said it's an amazing feeling. It's a confirmation that you're walking in your purpose. So
Yeah.
that is an awesome feeling. And I know you guys because that's an encouragement that keeps you guys grinding. That keeps you guys knowing that this is not for nothing is being that you do is going unheard, that is actually touching someone. So we definitely want to thank all the artists that are ministering right now. However your song may be, believe you me, it's touching somebody at that particular moment. Because I'm telling you something, Queen Denise said, come get your shit. And honey, let me tell you, the next man I have, Theo, in my life that I got to tell him to I'm playing the song. Come and get your shit, nigga. I'm just gonna say it. So, those are songs that definitely a woman gonna go back and pick up.
Yeah.
You got so-called friends. That song right there touches me. Oh my God. Because I can relate to that song.
Everybody can relate to it. So-called friend. It talks about how you want to build your relationship up, but you got your so-called friend in the corner trying to tell you what to do with your relationship when they ain't got no man or no woman. You feel me?
Yes.
So how can you tell me what to do when you ain't got nobody at home? So, but realistic, that's the same kind of so-called friend be watching your man while you gone or your woman while you gone. So, hey, you got to keep your eyes open.
And that's why I could relate to that, because when and I don't know if we got that song in our playlist to play for you, to let the viewers hear that song. I'm gonna see if we do have it, and I hope we do. But if not, we do have your other song, your new release song, that that we have, Just Another Love. And I want people to hear this song. So if you guys, you need a little break, Sip gonna give you a little break, but don't go too far, because I need you to come fill your glasses back up. Come on, sit back down. We got a few more minutes, but in the meantime, turn your radios up loud, with that phone up, because Mr. Theo Huff, Just My Luck, we're about to play it for you.
Streetwise Entertainment presents DJ Shoemaker's Purple and Gold Birthday Party, Friday, March 31st at the 601 Elks in Mobile, featuring Kenny Wayne live. Don't miss Kenny Wayne. Doors swing open at 7 p.m. Tickets are only $20 in advance and more at the door. Also in the building, straight out of Houston, Texas, Queen Danae M. Kelly. Brown liquor. It's DJ Shoemaker's Purple and Gold Birthday Party at the 601 Elks, 601 State Street, Mobile, Alabama. For more info, call 251-423-1400.
Baby, I wanna know, just my luck, girl, that you will leave me at a time like this. It's just my luck, babe, girl, that you will leave me with just a kiss and your goodbye. I wanna know why. Tell me why you and I can't stay together, babe. Together, babe. Don't you know that it's you that I desire, babe? Desire, babe. Any way I can to make you understand, it's you that I need. Girl, your love is all that means a thing to me. Can't you see? Ooh, you're my good luck charm. Yeah, whenever you're in my arms, it's just my luck. Girl, that you will leave me at a time like this. It's just my luck. Girl, that you will leave me with just a kiss and your goodbye. I wanna know why. Tell me, where is the trust you said you had in me? You had in me. Let's not fight, let's not fuss, let's love in harmony, in harmony. Any way I can to make you understand, it's you that I need. Girl, your love is all that means a thing to me. Can't you see? You're my good love. gotta stay, yeah. Just my luck. Oh, don't go away, yeah. I need you right here next to me, baby. Don't you know that I need you, yeah. Just my luck.
I'm still jamming. I look. I just don't. I don't want to let the music go. I came back and no still jamming. You know, that song right there is one of them. Groove me, take you back again, like you said. That Tyrone Davis feel. I feel Theo Huff is a young artist with the soul of singing blues, and as a older woman, think all we want to hear. That's all they want to hear is those songs. I've listened to everything he's got in him. When this is coming from Kate Thompson. This is Theo. I think this is one of your followers.
Yes, yeah.
Listen to everything he's going through and what the world needs to sit down and communicate, and most of all regulate. He's blessed in some of these young hip hop artists just might be saying those words. Thanks, just that luck. Thanks. They heard a young man singing knowledge. He's definitely the future. Mr. Theo.
Oh, Miss K.
Y'all only got my glasses on, so y'all got to forgive me because, I was trying to be cute tonight and didn't put my glasses on, so it is what it is. Theo, what do you think about that when someone says that to you?
It means so much to me because that lets me know that my work is not going in vain. Somebody appreciate it, and long as I can be a blessing to somebody else, then I did my job,
You've always been something special. Your gift is amazing, and I want to tell you tonight, Theo, that you never have to compete. You don't even have to prove anything because God said he will make room for your gift.
That's right.
He said, I will make room for your gift. And I think a lot of artists need to hear this because when you quit competing, when you quit trying to be everybody else and who's hot and who's next, and you get out of your lane and you start looking to your left because to your left look a little bit better. Mm-hmm. And you go to the left and you find out that grass wasn't that green. Then you look again to your right and you thought it was better to the right. But at the end of the day, that gift that God gave you, because it's a gift. Now, there's a difference. I want people to understand there's a difference from a talent and a gift. There's a difference. Yeah, see, a talent can be duplicated. Mm-hmm. But when you have a gift, God will make room for it. So you never have to compete and you don't ever have to settle for nothing. Yeah. So where we think that timing, numbers, followers is what we need, at the end of the day, back in the day, none of that mattered. See, this is what man is doing now, and that causes competitiveness, that causes jealousness, that causes all of this. But I remember when I spoke to Mr. Carl Sims one time, and he gave me this nugget, and it just really registered to me. He said, when we were striving to do the blues back in the days, and it was plenty of places that wasn't accepting us, but we got a chance to get into areas that we were getting accepted when they were trying to knock down the doors for people like yourself, Queen Danae, and other artists to do what they're doing to this day. He said, we would go out on that stage, and he said, I'm gonna be honest with you. We used to hate when Johnny Taylor would get on that stage. He said, when he would go first, he said, I'm gonna tell you that. And he said, but it was all in love. He said, because he would go out there and tear it up. And he said, they would look back at each other, who going next, man? We got to work hard. We all got to work hard. But it was great for them.
But you know what? Not mean to cut you off. Like my guitar player, he used to tell me all the time, because he from the era with Lil Milton, BB King, and all of them. See,
Mhm.
they all was pretty much tight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They respected
Yeah,
each other in those times.
they
So the
did.
thing is about it, they had their own way how they talked to each other. But it's just like you and your brother, your sister, y'all
Mhm.
talk our own language, harsh to each other, but it's out of love. It helps to motivate each other to be the best that they can be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You
Exactly.
like for example, it'd be one of my cats. They'd be like, Theo, you better bring it on, cause I'm finna put some fire up on it. You'll tell when on this stage. But it ain't negative. It's to
Exactly.
motivate each other to
Mhm.
become better to
Mhm.
them. You know what I'm saying? And
Exactly.
it's motivation. It's motivation. And everybody knows it's out of love. It's not out of no jealousy. It's out of no hatred. None of that. It's about you compete with your own brother, but at the same time, you want both of y'all to do good.
Exactly. And that was something I thought when Mr. Carl Simmons and I had that conversation. He said it wasn't no envies back then. We wasn't jealous of each other. We were just excited to be doing what we doing and being accepted in places that we were struggling to get in. And he
That's
said,
it.
so when one would go out there, and he said, we used to call Johnny Taylor the hit maker. He said, and everything he would do, he said, the next one had to go up, we had to hit harder than he did. And the next
Yeah,
one had come up behind. So they made a quality show because they held each other accountable for
absolutely.
the way the show went. And I think that's what we have to look at. It's not supposed to be jealousy out there, who goes out there and who the crowd. If one does it, that's going to make the next one come in and do
That's
even work even harder. And that's all out of fun. And that's pushing each other to be the greatest, I
that's
think.
right. Right.
And I don't see anything wrong with being great in holding each other accountable for how we perform and how we do. And if I'm wrong, I'm sure I'm going to get inbox for that. But Theo Huff, I am excited because people don't understand that Theo Huff will be in Huntsville, Alabama, April the 9th. It's going down. Westlove and Friends will be in Huntsville, Alabama, Easter Sunday weekend.
That's
And it's
right.
going to be Jason A., Westlove and Stan Butler on this. It's going to be the Mule Man, Mr. R.T. Taylor on it. We got
Yeah.
Bad News Williams going to be in the house on this event. We have M. Callie, Mr. M. Callie, Brown Liquor gonna be in the house. We have Cadillac Man coming with Good Love. And guess what? The after party is Mr. Theo Huff himself is gonna tear it down. So, I've been trying to get Theo in my town for 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
And
Still
I
been.
finally got him. Finally got him. So,
Yeah.
guys, share and tag the video. We want everybody that have never had a Theo Huff experience. We want them to come out and see this because they won't know a quality show and they won't know what they've been missing until they see this. And I
Yeah.
say this often, Mr. R.T. Taylor said the same thing. Bands are good to have and good shows because you're able to maneuver your show how you want to. If they want you to sing, you can sing something else. You don't have to just sing what's on that track. So
Absolutely.
he said, Miss Davis, give me Huff phone number. So Mr. R.T. Taylor said he needs your phone. I got you, Uncle. I got you, Uncle Taylor.
Still
Definitely.
blessed with your brother Taylor.
So, Theo, what else can we expect from Mr. Excitement? Because you never seem to amaze me.
Well, what they can expect is having a good time, having a party. Theo moving and messing with the crowd, and they that's having a good time. Like the song with me and Jay Red recorded back a year and 2 years back, having a good time. you know,
Miss Rosalind Carr said Theo Huff will always give his fans and supporters an amazing, soulful, and entertaining show. Theo was a gift from God that he displays while on stage. The Theo Huff experience.
thank you,
Wow.
Rose. Thank you.
Yes, yes. We
So we,
have we have
yeah,
Miss Anita Melvin, Miss Anita Melvin. She said Theo Huff has a style of his own. Mr. Excitement He is truly going to give you just that excitement. When you go to a Theo Huff show, hold on to your seats because you will be for a ride. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing your thing, Mr. Theo Huff. You guys, let me put my glasses on because I'm sounding elementary right now. Let's get it. Don't say a word about my glasses, Theo Huff, because if you do, me and you will not have a good conversation tonight. Sip cannot see y'all. So
Look at this.
I know, right? Look, it's okay. We're gonna keep it pushing. Rosalind, love you back, Theo. Thank you, Miss Rosalind. So listen, Theo. You will be at the Fitzgerald Casino doing the it's so people, let me explain this. So if you guys don't catch Theo in Huntsville, definitely you can catch him in Fitzgerald June the 17th. I say that because that's my birthday, so I will be hanging out with Mr. Theo. Yes, Sip will be hanging out with Theo down there as well. So there is a competition, right? Or is it more of a what is this versus Tyrone Davis versus Johnny Taylor?
Yeah, it's gonna be a very good show. A very, very, very good show. I'm just blessed to be one of the chosen ones because a lot of people been talking like, Theo, you really can sound like Tyrone. You can really sound like Johnny Taylor. So I feel that Tyrone is like one of my favorite artists, and I'm blessed to be able to do a tribute to him. His wife is my godmother. His kids is my god sisters. So I mean, it's like family versus family, you know. As we know, Johnny Taylor, his son was a very good friend of mine, Floyd Taylor, before he passed. He was like a big brother to me, you know, and we would love to keep his legacy alive as well. Uh, I mean, the list can go on and on. So I thank God to be able to do it and to work with Brother TJ Hooker.
Yes, Mr. Johnny Taylor's son, TJ Hooker, will be singing the songs for his dad, and Theo
Yes,
Huff will be doing the songs for Tyrone Davis. So if you don't have anywhere to go and you're out there in the Memphis and the Mississippi area and you want to go to see this, because I know Theo, gosh, I'm just breathing now because I know it's gonna be an awesome show. Uh, Barbara Reed said catch him in Virginia for a show September the 16th of this year. So you will be out there in Virginia as well. And
yeah,
we're moving you around. Hopefully, after this experience in Huntsville, Alabama, there is going to be more phone calls for Mr. Theo Huff out here. I can't wait. I'm excited. My brother, this has been a long time coming, but I tell you, and we've talked about this so many times, God timing is always time.
that's
Always.
right, right.
He's never too late. So kudos to you, my friend. I'm
Thank you.
excited. I thank you so much for coming on Sip and Talk tonight. I
Thank you.
appreciate it. You know, I got number love for you, mad love for you, my buddy.
I got nothing but love for you, baby. I got nothing but love for you, baby. Now you with me go. You had me going back to Fire Hobbies now.
Yeah, listen, you go on with that. You can sing us out the door with that one because you know my mama gonna be like, "Is there anything you want to tell her?" Because I'm sure she's gonna go back and watch this video. You didn't get Theo to sing for me.
Yeah, tell mama, give her mama my love.
Yes, I am. She's gonna watch this. So, is there anything you want to say to the people out here, your fans, your listeners?
I just want to tell my good peoples, and I would say we all family. You know, I don't look at nobody beneath me at all because we all the same. It's just different talents. Everybody got their own talents, but I would like to tell my family, my wonderful people out there, that stay true to yourself. Do what God bless you to do. If it's not for you, don't do it. And don't be ashamed of the decision that you make of not doing it, but do what you love to do. If music is what you love to do it. You know, if God plays music on your heart, do it to the best of your abilities. Never let nobody tell you what you can't do. Tell them that God can, and let it ride from there.
We have Lady Coco is in the house. Lady Coco
Oh,
said to
stop it.
tell you hello, Theo Huff. Hi, Lady Coco. How are you, beautiful lady? We have the real Jack is in the house. Salutes to you, Theo Huff.
Son of one, my main man.
Mr. Stunner, y'all. I love Mr. Stunner and his radio. He's so sweet. Hi, Stunner.
Brother,
You
cool
know,
brother.
he is such a sweet DJ. He gave me any. I just asked him for information. How can artists get their music out to him? He instantly put his email, pinned it on his show, and was like, send it over. And you know that you don't find a lot of DJs that easily would do that. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, we have some. I mean, this in Southern Soul, I think we got good DJs that's on social media doing their thing that are amazing. But Stunner, that really touched me, and I don't think you really knew who I was when I jumped in your live. But thank you, my friend, and I appreciate it because I was able to put that out there to the artist to get music over to you. So thank you. Um, um, Theo, can I get you to do one thing for me before we exit? And I want to tell everybody, all my listeners, I want to tell my producing staff, thank you so much for all that you guys do behind the scene because people don't know I don't work this just by myself. So I have an awesome staff behind the scene that does an amazing job for me and help me stay on track. And not all the time I'm on track, I'm all over the place, but they help me stay in track. So I just want to tell you guys, I appreciate you guys so much tonight. Thank you. Thank you, Stunner. We're going to talk. I appreciate you, my friend. I also wanted to all of the listeners that are out there, we want to thank you guys for tuning in with us. For everybody that joined in messages on Facebook, we have Miss Yolanda Denson. Let me interrupt this. Miss Yolanda Denson is in the house. Hi, Yolanda. Yolanda is from Huntsville, Alabama. Theo, you'll get a chance to meet Miss Yolanda Denson. She is the #1 anchor lady. We call her the anchor lady for Huntsville, Alabama. A lot of followers she has. She does a lot of in the community, especially for the northern side of Huntsville. She definitely is involved in that. So Yolanda, thank you for tuning in tonight. I definitely appreciate it. She's having the biggest birthday bash, Theo Huff, the night you're there. So Yolanda, meet Theo Huff and stay tuned because I'm about to get him to give you a little something you're going to get Easter Sunday weekend for your birthday. Can you give us something, Miss Yolanda?
What's her favorite song?
She don't just sing her something. She ain't even sing her something. Just whatever you want to give it to her.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Oh man, you got to give me a song, Silk.
You can do some Tyrone Davis. You can do you can do
Right.
anybody, Theo. It doesn't matter to me. You can sing about a dog. You sound good.
If I go 1,000,000 miles away, I write a letter each and every day. 'Cause honey, nothing could ever change this love I have for you.
Thank you, Theo, my friend Theo Yolanda. That's a piece of what y'all gonna get. April the 9th is going down once again. It's going down Huntsville, Alabama. If you guys have not gotten your tickets, I suggest you go on Eventbrite because I'm out of tickets. And I don't know. I think Yolanda Denson is out. So you're still able to get tickets off of Eventbrite. If you are looking for a VIP table seat, you can contact me at 256-276-9164. I do have some available, but I'm out of tickets. I do not have any more tickets left. So that's April the 9th. It's going down with Theo Huff going to be in the house. shutting down the after party. We can't wait. We got Mr. RT Taylor again in the house. Bad News Williams, Jason A, Westlove, the Mule Man, and M. Callie and the Cadillac Man. So you guys get those tickets if you want the Huff experience. Thank you again, my friend. Thank you, all of the listeners. Thank you for everyone that have got on here and communicated with us. We appreciate you so much. SIP does. And I love each and every one of you guys. Until next time, Theo, God bless. Stay safe.
Thank you for having me. God bless y'all.
Good night, everybody.